My name is Chelsea, and I'm going to be the food service director at Camp Tumbleson Lake this summer. I have over a decade of experience in camp kitchens. I have an associate's degree in culinary operations and restaurant management, and I was a food service director for a Y camp out in California a few years back. Most recently, I have spent the last 3 years as a camp director out in California, and now I'm excited to get back in the kitchen out here. So I really like to bring a lot of variety to the menus. So every meal you'll see a fruit or a vegetable or some type of side that could be a full meal on its own. I also really like to make sure that the kitchen has a really good open door policy so that if a camper is feeling like they're not satisfied or they're not liking something that we're serving, they can come to us and tell us so that we can make sure that their needs are met throughout the day. Maybe you don't like anything that we served and you just want a bagel and cream cheese. I'm not gonna take it personal, I might a little bit, but also I want you to feel fed. And if a bagel and cream cheese is the best breakfast you've had at camp, then let's do it. The kids can probably look forward to some really good breakfasts. I love cooking breakfast because my history started when I was cooking breakfast with my grandpa, and that's how I got into culinary arts and serving and cooking food in general. I would also say the roasted broccoli with white mac and cheese is very popular, as well as the gazpacho that I hopefully will be able to make during summer. Yeah, most of the time the campers will tell me my soup's cold, I need to heat it up, and I'll remind them that typically that soup is served cold. But almost always, of course, when I'm serving something that's wild or out of the box like that, it's next to something like grilled cheese. That's super familiar, super comforting, and then the camper can kind of go into the muscle memory of dipping their grilled cheese in the soup, and that's how they get the first bite of it, the first flavors, and then they're, drinking from the soup bowl by the end. So I really love baking. I did a lot of it back in California. I will say this camp is at a very high altitude where we'll see how that goes. But one of the things I'm really known for is my tie-dye cakes. So why serve a white cake when you could serve a tie-dye cake, especially at summer camp? And the campers love that. They lose their mind when they see the multicolors, and they think it's just so unique and so special. One of my biggest wins in the summer camp kitchen is when we finish a session and parents are coming up to me asking for recipes, asking what I've made, and a lot of times it's really cool to let them know that, hey, I got your kid to love Brussels sprouts, so this is how I made them, try to make them like that at home, maybe they'll love them. I love working at summer camps and just being in the summer camp environment because being out in nature is so important and so incredible. When you can be somewhere where you're immersed fully, not only being surrounded, but also just every day you wake up and every day you go to sleep there, it's really special and it really helps the adults grow as much as the campers are growing. And it's just a very unique experience to be a part of.